Hello everyone, it is Honcho here, and I'll be doing a Scarlet Witch scaling video for Captain Forest here briefly. Thank you for having me on the channel, bro. If you want an extremely deep video on Scarlet Witch, I do have one on my channel, so check it out. But this video will do justice in a very simple way to her. And now, without further ado, let's begin. We are going to start off with the fact that Wanda Maximoff, right? Wanda's primal magic was the equal and opposite of the same full Phoenix Force that Cyclops had, right? It was the yin to Wanda's chaos magic energy, which is the yang, right? So Wanda is the node of the Earth 616 mystical energies. She acts as a nexus for every mystical energy which exists in 616 Earth or Earth 616. She's almost as the same thing as Doctor Strange. The only difference is Doctor Strange sort of regulates and manages all the mystical arts and energies. It's like he manages all the spells and has access to all forms of magical powers. But yeah, if you also want a Doctor Strange video on depth how powerful he is, so you can gauge between him and Wanda, who knows, I may make a video of Doctor Strange versus Wanda. Go check it out. It's on my channel as well. Wanda absorbed Cthulhu's very essence along with the true Darkhold. Now this is where you start going balls deep and you really would be shocked at how powerful this lady is. But let's brief up on how strong Cthulhu himself is. You see, Gorath is an archetypal class 3 demon, native to an extra-dimensional realm. He is one of the old ones who came to Earth untold millions of years ago, ruling it and feasting on mankind's ancestors. You see, Shuma, who is one of the old ones, says that he was before all and time itself. He fed on the screaming souls of universes, and he is the emptiness outside all understanding. That is truly fascinating, I must say. The old ones fight on the same level as the abstract beings, and they are threats to all of creation, possessing the power to remake the fundamental laws of all possible universes, being able to rewrite and remake the language by which reality is composed. Smaller entities of the old ones can kill the abstracts of the universe, such as Aegis, an entity described as being equivalent to Galactus. The abstracts of the 616 were not able to fight the Galactus engine of the old ones, and it is said that even more powerful entities were about to enter battle on the old one's side. Strange's fight with one of the old ones was taking place above Limbo, a realm that transcends all dimensions of space and time. Belasco points out that if he doesn't stop Strange's fight with Shuma, all the realms of hell would be destroyed. Do you know what that means? See, hell and heaven, right, have infinite layers upon transcendence within upon itself, just like all the infinite planes of reality transcending each other and viewing the other as an infinitesimal. Right now, these are extra dimensional and mythical realms that represent this archetype of what is supposedly above and below at this peak. So it's like for each level of reality, heaven and hell of that reality is described at the peak of power and at the least level of power. It's the same way at the peak of the multiverse, you're dealing with beings like the one above all, whatever it represents itself as. Maybe not the true one above all, and below you have the one below all, which is getting to that level of the mystery, right? The house of ideas. So for each level you have this archetypal distinction. For each level of reality they almost have the same thing, just different level of archetypal distinction, describing different levels of power, right? And there are characters that just fully transcend it, and there are characters that play this story archetypal role that go with it, like Thor, Spider-Man, Wolverine. So it really just varies upon context. You really need to read a lot to understand. I'm even kind of rusty right now. It's been months, but I'm still better than the community. I'm cocky anyways. So, Schumann's plane of existence is a realm of non-existence. Cthulhu is the archetypal class 1 demon, one of the elder gods manifested before creation and given ethereal form billions of years ago from the demiurge. I have an elder gods video which I think you would like, so please go check it out. The sentient life force of Earth's biosphere, shaping the early development of Earth itself. That alone is an impressive feat, considering the hierarchy of where Earth actually holds in the cosmology, right? Cthulhu is reported as one of the Old Ones, and he was the greatest of all the Old Ones. In the past, there was a war between many gods. They fought and died. The greatest of these gods, the Old Ones, was Cthulhu. They thought he was destroyed, but he was only in a slumber. The book made by Cthulhu, the Darkhold, has different names. Some call it the Shiatra, the Book of the Damned, others the Book of the Sins or Sins. Cthulhu uses Pietro as a vessel and claims that he could destroy reality in the blink of an eye. He can rewrite reality in his name. The Old Ones were primordial beasts before the act of creation. They embodied nothingness, the absence of meaning, and thus evil. And thus, with time, they became one simple spiritual entity, the source of all persecution, toxic pride, and true depravity. The Old Ones are a race from the outer dark, a realm beyond reality itself. In the current times, the Old Ones kill death and are said to be primordial entities that live in the space between universes. The nether regions between the reality of the elder gods and the reality itself is a realm where the rules of physics and Euclidean geometry no longer apply. Cthulhu is the underbelly of creation. He is also the shadow behind the feet of God, and these concepts fail to encompass his essence. Cthulhu claims that he is older than all myth of the Celestials, which is true. The pantheon of the elder gods ruled the cosmos before creation itself. The other, an aspect vessel for Cthulhu, fought against Krya. The fight was threatening all of creation, all of existence, all life. Thoughts, consciousness, attacks that span all of creation were waged simultaneously against Krya, Thor, Galactus, and the other. This is important as, for one, Krya and the other were waging battle for billions of years, so much so that time has since become an illusion to them. Krya is a threat to even falling stars, divine man-thing, who exists simultaneously as the dreamer and the dream, guarding the Nixus, the true Nixus. Side note, upon man-thing even rejecting being the dreamer, did a single wave of conscious thoughts sweep through all levels of imagination, dream reality, unreality. That all was set ablaze in an inferno that would engulf and ultimately return everything back to the mind of God, the divine creator. Chaos magic is the magic which allows wonder to break the laws of physics, scientific absolute. And that is insane, because when you talk about scientific absolute, talking about the iteration, eternity as the true eternity, not eternity of eternity, which is a higher form of eternity in the cosmos, is still a tier 0 entity. And all forms of mathematics and languages are 0 in such aspect. However, this power in actuality stems from the mystical energies of the earth, the womanhood. Oh Mother Gaia. The life force is implied to be Wonder's own power. by Wanda herself. Chaos magic stemming from womankind, Earth, Gaia, Earth's mystical energies, as well as the fact that chaos, mystical energy equivalent, exists simultaneously along with the goddess of witches, which would be the source of witchhood and their power. Imagine Scarlet Witch being the rivals with Gaia. Do you know what that is? The mother archetype of the multiverse. Oh, this is important to understand, as with witches having a pantheon of their own, and Gaia appearing as the goddess which one worships, they are intrinsic. Upon no more mutants, natural laws were rewritten, all of reality altered, hope was born. Yin and Yang, the Phoenix Force power, the life force, is the power, balance between life and death. Rebirth, burning away what's unnecessary to bring about rebirth. This begins to make sense when you consider a few things. Phoenix has the power of creation. From here comes the end that is itself a new beginning. Her fire is that consumes, yet from its ashes brings forth new life. The phoenix only born so that life may grow anew. The table of correspondence linked to Cthulhu, and he was assigned as the creator of the avatar, Phoenix Force. Additionally, Wanda's power stems from the life force itself. This is the main thing alluded to during Avengers vs. X-Men when Hope was born. The Phoenix was no more, hence the avatar of the Phoenix birthing subsequently disperses, bringing more mutants back instead of Wanda's no more mutants that was originally described. Well, for now, that is the core basics of Wanda's power. She is built differently as she is stronger than Cthulhu right now, who scales above the Elder Gods, and I have an Elder Gods video you can watch. Cthulhu is basically the top of the dark magic you can find in any verse. She is affiliated with the Phoenix. Wanda Maximoff is like the light part of the Scarlet Witch. She owns her magic herself, and her powers are completely beyond abstraction and transcendent archetypal ideas of any kind and to the utmost degree. She's like the rivals with the Phoenix, rivals with darkness. She is her own rivals with Gaia. She balances out the top dogs. Who knows, she may even be stronger than Strange, but Strange is a different story. So you can also go on my channel and check out Dr. Fate vs. Dr. Strange that just dropped. I'm sure you're curious to know who wins. Well, thanks again, Captain, and see you next time. Peace.